my conversion was an amazing one. I mean, I was in a car accident. My life was taken and given back to me by God. And I learned so much through it. And when my pastor, Pastor Jimmy Jimmy Jack from Teen Challenge came to me, he said that I had a calling and that the Lord wanted me to be an instrument and a messenger, and I was an ambassador to him, and I just dove into the Word. I read the Bible time and time again. I couldn't stop. And at the time, I was actually in jail for a DWI. So I had all the time in the world.
Tell our audience a little bit more about that, Michael, because so many of us get in hard, rough places, and that's where sometimes, you know, God doesn't always deliver us from our storms, but a lot of times He delivers us through them. Our pastor said that many times, and so that was the experience for you. So tell our studio audience a little bit about where you were when God got a hold of you.
I was actually, you know, I had been sober for about 7 years, and something horrible happened with my daughter while she was shooting a movie, and I found out who the person responsible was, and at that point I was actually having dinner with some of my friends, and I decided to have 3 Irish coffees and relapse after over 7 years of sobriety. Well, in the process of that, I took it upon myself to drive my car to the airport, and I was doing 80 miles an hour, and I was determined. God knows I was determined. I was going to take the life of the man that did what he did to my daughter. And for no reason whatsoever, there's no reason, because I had 3 Irish coffees. I'm not justifying it, but my blood alcohol level was 0.12. It wasn't just over the limit. I drove off the road and directly into a telephone pole, and I died. And
you died?
I died. They had to resuscitate me, and to me, the Lord was saying, look, I give life and I take it away. That's not your job. And He knew I was going to do what I was going to do, and He had a greater calling for me.